Right.
Of course,
Nope.
one little chap is toyed.
You really ought to canoe, Hogan.
Piano stool, and my hands are on the keys. What do
Burning. Don't forget her.
Here we go.
The changing guard at Buckingham Palace?
Hi guys, you're listening to the Iain Lee.
Palace?
Hi guys, this is Iain Lee versus Radio, the podcast, episode 3.
Terrible heart. Says Alice.
This is kind of like a little podcast
Changing guard at Buckingham Palace?
where I talk about the show that I'm doing,
But Robin went down with Alice.
Iain Lee versus Radio.
We saw a guard in a sentry box. One of the sergeants looked up and that's all. Says Alice.
This is a recording of me when I was 3 years old.
The changing guard at Buckingham Palace?
Anyway, so, this is the theme. I mean,
Down with Alice?
I'm just playing with theme tunes. Hang on. There we go. That's that done.
If you die.
No. We can't have that. Anyway, welcome to the podcast. Iain Lee versus Radio, episode 3. Exciting stuff. I'm normally joined by the mysterious Salome, but she's not here today. I have no idea where she is, so I thought I'd come and join you myself. For those of you who don't know, I'm doing a tour, my first ever tour. I'm 42 years old! 40 fucking 2 years old! Not safe for work. This podcast is not safe for work. It's got swears in. Sorry, kids. Beep. I'm 42 years old, and so what I've decided I need to do is to do my first ever solo show and my first ever tour at the age of 42. It's ridiculous. I'm flipping terrified. How are you feeling about it? I'm terrified. Why are you doing it? I've got no flipping idea. Well, partly because I know the show's a good idea, and secondly, hey, come in, Salome, the mysterious Salome.
Hello, Master.
That's just weird. Hang on, I think which fader are you on? There we go.
This one.
Okay, you've missed the theme tune.
Okay, what was the theme tune?
It was.
Hum it.
They've heard it. You don't need to hear it.
Yeah.
And I'm explaining why I'm doing this tour.
Yeah. Why are you doing it?
Midlife crisis, isn't it?
Fair.
It's either that or have it away with a 17-year-old on a Ferrari.
I think that's frowned upon.
Exactly these days. So I thought I'd do a tour instead.
Who's Ferrari, though?
Nick Ferrari! Nick Ferrari!
That's definitely frowned upon.
When I worked at LBC, his nickname was Knockers Fat Ferrari. Now, I didn't come up with that, right?
What was the knockers bit? Was it? Oh.
I didn't come up with that. That was Lynn in Forest Gate, who was a caller, who I don't like Knockers Fat Ferrari. I don't like him. She wasn't a Frenchman. She was I don't know where she was from. Anyway,
Forest Gate. you said?
Lynn from Forest Gate. Yeah. When I left LBC, right, it got all very serious and very kind of worthy, and they wanted to be Radio 4 and Radio 5.
Radio 4.5.
Thank you very much indeed. And the boss there, I didn't get on with particularly well. Partly why I left. I gave a month's notice. I got a phone call the next day saying, "Yeah, don't come back."
Ooh.
So, when I left, the boss said I'd done any of the regulars. Philip from South Norwood.
Oh.
Verinda.
Yeah.
Yasser. Lynn from Forest Gate. Sheila from Cockfosters. Hello, Ian! Sheila from Cockfosters.
All gone.
They were all wiped out. And literally, they were all murdered.
Were they?
They were all... Someone sent round and gave them a lethal injection. It was done in their sleep. It wasn't completely inhumane. But they were all gotten rid of them.
Yeah.
Don't talk about any of that in the show. The show is me talking about working in radio and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
I'm talking to them.
Oh, yeah.
I've
seen it a couple. Well, not me, but I know someone who's
The mysterious Salome has not seen the show, May. Hey, what it is me talking about radio and playing clips of bits when radio gets muffed up. Like this.
.59. Well, unfortunately, we seem to have a slight technical problem with IRN, which doesn't surprise me, considering their professionalism has been called into doubt in the past. A very good morning to you. It's South Hams Radio. We now cross to the studios of IRN. The 3-minute silence will be observed nationally and internationally throughout Great Britain as well. The time is nearly midday.
It's midday. I'm Louise Mitchell. Much of Britain has fallen silent of victims of the tsunami disaster. 150,000 people are dead, an estimated 200 of them British. Flags are flying at half-mast. Airports, railway stations, offices and...
We are dictated to by an international news network in London, and may I say the piss-boiling incompetence of the people who did not go to the silence I'm going to take up at managerial level. I am absolutely bloody furious with that group up there, and I am if anyone is upset by my language or attitude, it cannot comprehend the incompetence of a group of people that we pay damn good money to actually supply a new service to us. This is going to be recorded, and it'll be sent not only to IRN, but also to Ofcom. 16 minutes past midday. Thank you for all the phone calls. I appreciate your sentiment. I hope you can appreciate mine. I have spoken to IRN. I will be getting an apology, which I will record and stick out on air if they've got the guts to do it. But thank you. The only good thing out of all of that, I have just taken a phone call with a friend of mine from Dartmouth Golf and Country Club and said, hang on, we got £700 here. Would you like it? Certainly will do. I will pass it on to the Rotary guys. Thank you. It still goes on. As I say, I am now beginning to calm down. Strangely, the gentleman who is responsible for this particular feed hasn't phoned back yet.
Now, that clip was good, but that's not in the show. The clips in the show are even better. I've had loads of people asking, can we bring kids? Yeah, if you want.
But it's sweary.
The C-bomb is dropped thrice. Not by me. I don't say it once. But the C-bomb is dropped thrice. And some venues might have age restrictions. That's none of my business.
No.
Phone up the venue. If you're happy with your kid hearing the C word, well, A, you're a bad parent, and B, bring them along.
Put a bit of lipstick on them, no one will notice.
But that's frowned upon these days. Unless you're in an American beauty pageant.
Yeah.
And then you can make even 4-year-olds look hot.
Work it, Smoochie.
Whose daughter was in the papers the other day? She was 13 and...
Cindy Crawford's.
Fit! You know, it was a picture of a grown woman, but it wasn't. It was a 13-year-old child. That's weird. Yeah. I do talk about Nana Rayburn in the show while we're on an LBC tip.
You loved her, didn't you?
No, I couldn't stand the woman. Honestly, I mean, I've worked with some rude people in my time, a lot of them at LBC.
Is it London that does that?
I don't know what it was. I think it's old age. The two people I've least enjoyed working with, talent-wise, have been at LBC.
Okay.
Go on, have a guess who the other one is.
A well-respected radio presenter.
His party trick at Christmas was getting his winkle out at the Christmas parties. I can say that without fear of anything because it's true.
First rule of defence.
It's true. I don't mention Steve.
A well-respected radio presenter.
In the show, I don't think. Nana Rayburn comes in for a tongue lashing.
She doesn't like Maltesers.
She doesn't like Maltesers. She doesn't like being called Nana Rayburn. Clive Ball came up with the nickname Nana. I'm giving away some of the show now, so I'll refrain from that.
If you want more, you know what you can do.
This podcast, though, is I've spent 65 quid on a year's subscription to Podbean.
So we've got to milk it.
So, well, I've got to milk it. You haven't paid nothing.
Well, I'm helping you out because
You're so mysterious.
I know, but I have goodwill for you.
You're okay. Well, that's useless. What good is that going to do me?
Well, you're getting me for nothing.
So this podcast, at the moment, well, the initial idea for the podcast is it's basically an advert for the tour.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm going to give out some tour dates in a bit.
Oh, yeah.
I've got to do business. So this is an advert for the tour. But I'm kind of thinking in the back of my head that this podcast might evolve into something else as well. I'm thinking of... the thing is, people said, oh, put the whole show out as a podcast or as a DVD. Get stuff, pay and come and see it, you slackers. Yeah, I don't want to do that because I would lose people coming to see it.
And DVD would be a bit... I mean, it's good in person.
Yeah. DVD, I can make it work. I've got an idea of how I can make it work.
Dancing girls.
Yeah.
Some monkeys.
Bears on a hot plate.
Yeah.
I love bears on a hot plate. If they didn't like it, they wouldn't get on the hot plate. But the problem with doing that is it then becomes a copyright rights issue.
And rules.
Exactly. So what I might do is I might record bits of the show and put them in the podcast if there's like a spontaneous bit, what happens spontaneously, and then I might, if I can be bothered, record me chatting to people after the show.
I haven't seen your shows. I wouldn't be in a position to do that. I'm too
Well, why don't
mysterious.
you come on the 8th of July to the Northern Farm Arts Centre in Maidenhead? There's still about 20 tickets left.
I'm a bit busy polishing my tambourine.
How about the 1st of August at the Horsebridge Arts and Community Centre in Whitstable?
Again, belly dancing class.
Or how about this one that I know isn't selling very well? The one in Swindon.
Oh, it's not selling very well?
The 12th of September at the Arts Centre in Swindon. It's not selling very well.
OK, well, what if I come there and do a naked dance?
Well, I can hear the sound of people sending their tickets back. Those are the only ones I'm going to mention. I'm not going to go overboard. 8th of July, Northern Arts Farm Centre. That's the first one. It's in Maidenhead. That's the first one.
Yeah.
So you've got to come for that because it'll be a car crash.
Is it an actual farm?
No.
Will you be riding a cow?
I'm looking... Do you know what? Genuinely...
Go on.
Not again. I'm looking forward to seeing all of these venues because I love little art centres. I love proper little art centres. I like theatres, but I prefer little art centres as a punter.
Yeah.
And these venues, I think Swindon's the biggest. I think it holds about 200. And it's really not. It's really selling badly. I cannot stress how badly that Swindon on the 12th of September is selling.
Are you not big in Wales?
It's not in Wales.
That's nearly Wales.
Swindon's nowhere near Wales, you idiot.
Oh, I was thinking Swansea.
Yeah.
Are you not big in Swindon?
No.
In the... What, is it West Country?
No, it's... Yeah.
Like Bristol?
It's over... It's not that far.
They not like you in Bristol?
No. They like me in Bristol. They like me in Bath. I'm playing in Bath. That's doing really well, I think. I'm not checked. But... I like little art centres as a punter. They're generally, the venues are kind of between sort of 65 and like 120.
Yeah.
Apart from Swindon, which is flipping massive and no one's buying tickets for it. What's your beef with Swindon, guys?
It sounds intimate. If you do these arts things and you are, contracted to do it now,
Yeah.
you're going to have a wash.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm going to sort
Whether
that
you
out.
need it or not this time.
No. And those are all the dates I'm going to mention in this one, because I don't want to overwhelm people with dates.
And you can Google it if you're that interested.
Whatever. What were you going to say?
What about?
People go, oh, your podcast is only 9 minutes long. It's free?
Yeah.
What do you want? An hour? Yeah. Okay.
We can talk about other stuff.
No. I think we're done.
Go to Swindon. I've never been, but I hear it's very nice. At what time of year? 1st of August time of year. September time of year.
Could I play the theme song? You carry on, Celebrating.
If you go there, you'll see Tall Man and also the sights and sounds of Swindon, like Swindon Church
Here's the theme tune now.
and Swindon Library. And I hear there's a nice pub there.
Am I in the least like that dreadful, hearty beast?
Hang on, here it comes.
Oh, no.
Shall I carry on? And Swindon...
No, don't stop it. Here we go. Here's the theme tune. Thanks for listening, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Not this. Wrong. That is completely...
What are you doing? And Swindon
That's the wrong...
public baths. Swindon...
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Bye.
The changing guard at Buckingham Palace. Christopher Robin went down with Alice. Alice is marrying one of the guards.